Hi, my name is IZZATI binti FAKURURRAZI.
Hi, my name is NURUL ZARIFAH binti ZAKARIA.
Hi, my name is NURZAFIRAH binti KHAIRUL ANUAR.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is AFIQAH binti HAZAR.
Hello, hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is NURFATIN and today I will present about trade union. A trade union or union as defined by the Trade Union Act of 1956 is any organization or association of workers or employers. A trade union is defined as any trade union registered under any law pertaining to the registration of a trade union according of the Industrial Relations Act of 1967. In Malaysia, the trade union movement plays a major role in the labour relations. A trade union can be formed around a certain trade, vocation or industry to function as an organisation that watches out for defence and interest and welfare of its members.
Right is a legal, social or ethical entitlement to act or not act in certain conditions. The law offers the labour union certain privilege to further its purpose. Section 20 states that unregistered trade union has no rights, immunities or privilege of a recognised trade union. Section 21 prohibits legal action against a registered trade union, its officer or member for acts done in contemplation or furtherance of a trade dispute to which only a member of the trade union is a party. This behaviour causes someone to breach an employment contract or disrupt their trade, business or e-commerce. A registered trade union may use objects in restraint of trade in conduct of its activities according to Section 24 of the Trade Union Act 1959. The aims of a registered trade union are not unlawful because they are in restraint of trade. Besides, tort law according to Section 22 subsection 1, no court will consider a case brought on behalf of a registered trade union against its member or officials for alleged tortious acts performed by or on behalf of the union. The last right of a registered trade union is industrial action. Section 24A of the Trade Union Acts give both employee and employer trade unions the power to legally seize a trade by striking or locking out. The provisions state that a trade union that does not meet the standard or regulation would be sanctioned. It means that if the trade union does not follow the guidelines, they may be sued.
So next we will talk about powers of registered trade union, which is the first one to run activities or perform roles. One of the powers of registered trade union is to run activities or perform roles, which is refers to the process of negotiating between employers and a group of employees in order to reach agreement on working salaries, working conditions, benefits and other aspects of workers' compensation and rights. It also indicates that if they recognize a trade union in the workplace, the employee may have decided to negotiate with the trade union concerning the terms and conditions of the employment of the employees who are part of the designated bargaining unit. So then the negotiating unit may have include all employees in some cases, although it is more frequent for it to include any particular types of employees, such as cooperative or manufacturing technicians. Then the goals of this type of collective bargaining is to reach an agreement with the trade union. When an independent trade union is recognized, the employer is responsibility for the sharing information with the union to make negotiation process easier.
Okay, I will talk about the second powers of registered trade union, the powers in spending trade union funds. It is a financial act under Section 49 of the Trade Union Act. In Section 49, subsection 1 states that a registered trade union may purchase land or building for its own use in accordance with written or other applicable law, and that the union's members may approve the sale, exchange, or charging of such land, building by vote at a general or delegate meeting. A registered trade union may also invest funds raised for security or loans in any company that complies with the law. In addition, trade union may deposit or invest funds in any Malaysian bank or finance company that is not a subsidiary of the institution. as well as in any registered cooperative, society, commercial, industry or agriculture undertaking or banking firm. In Section 41 of the Trade Union Act prohibit the payment of fines or penalties. A court order fine or penalty cannot be paid in full or in part by a registered trade union. Individual fines or offences are not subject to unionization. Individual or corporate fines or offences shall not be associated with any association. So, any fine or offences cannot use union funds. Next, in Section 42 of the Trade Union Act, it talks about restricting use of public funds for political purpose. A registered trade union's funds may not be used directly or indirectly to support a political party or promote a political goal. The term political object can be used in several ways, such as paying expenses directly or indirectly by a candidate elected to the Dewan Rakyat or Dewan Undangan Negeri before, during, or after the election. The funds of a registered trade union can be used to support a political party or have a political goal. The registered trade union cannot use the money that was paid for a meeting or for the distribution of any kind of literature or document like pamphlet, banner that used to support a candidate or a candidate features. Registration of electors or selection of candidates for Dewan Rakyat and or Dewan Undangan Negeri membership. The ministers may specify in the Gazette that political cost is used to distribute political literature or document. Lastly, in Section 43 of the Trade Union Act, it deals with money laundering injunction. People who want an injunction can get it from any 5 members who want it. He or she can also get it from the Director General. The Trade Union Act clearly states that misusing funds collected by the union is illegal and that those found guilty can be punished. Because trade union exists to protect workers' rights, treason or abuse of power will have a negative impact on union members.
To collect money or other property. According to Section 58 of the Fundraiser and Fundraising, any agreement within the trade union to raise money or property shall be entered into together with any agreement by the person who has promised to raise money or parties to the union unless there is an agreement written approval by the Director General and subject to the terms and conditions imposed. One of the functions of trade unions in collecting money or property is proceedings by and against trade union. According to Section 25 of Clause 4, based on civil proceedings, money earned from trade unions has been authorized and used against any property belonging to and entrusted to the trade union other than the registered trade union welfare fund. This helps trade unions to invest money into registered charitable funds and property. Next is for the transfer of engagement. Transfer of engagement is described in Section 33, Clause 3. Property held by any trade union benefits for any trade union affiliated with another trade union that transfers its involvement under this section or any such association. The property granted rights by the trustee of the union or other than the property. During the registration of the notice of merger or transfer or on the appointment of the suitable trustee to which the trustee is later excluded. This subsection by the instrument of transfer or merger shall be without any carriage. Section 33 has been clarified where the case of any property held for benefits is to serve to satisfy the trustee involvement of the branch by an affiliated union branch unless the regulation of such union is provided that the property held shall be from the trustee of the union. Also, the trustee's role is to register all property in the trade union. The trustee of registered trade union shall hold all movable and immovable property of the union and its members, including under their supervision for the benefit of the union and its member. Next, the trustee has authority over the property. To look at it another way, Section 47 of the Trade Union adds that the trustee has the right to all property belonging to a registered trade union, whether it is movable or immovable.
Next, the power of the trade union is to employ and pay secretaries, treasurers, and others as may be necessary. This is clearly stated that registered trade unions have the right to appoint and pay salaries to the secretaries, treasurers, and others to facilitate every matter to be resolved in a good manner. There are some issues that trade union cannot touch or debate, such as employer prerogative and privilege. In employment, the employer should have the right to form a cooperative relationship with the employees, in which the employee is supposed to perform well and employer will pay the salaries. It is clear under Trade Union Act, which is in Section 29 Clause 1, a registered trade union that subject to subsection 2 may hire and pay secretaries, treasurers, and others as may be necessary for the purpose of union or any federation to which union balance and trade union rules. In addition, the only registered trade union will be allowed to hire and pay secretaries and treasurers, as only registered will be permitted to do so on. However, to register trade union must hire full-time office bearers who are elected in accordance of trade union rules. This is to ensure that each task is completed according to the objective, that there are no rules of trade union are broken. Next condition is secretary or treasurers work as such immediately before beginning of this section and has no voting power, union affair, or any of its comments while also being a member of trade union executive. This is because a person employed under the trade union is not bound by any election or others union.
The fifth powers of a trade union are to amalgamate with one or more registered unions. A trade union is an employer association that bargains collectively. Under Section 32 of the Trade Union Act 1959, two or more registered trade unions may merge to form a single trade union with or without dissolution or division of funds. This unionization gives trade unions a collective voice in protecting members' rights. For example, the National Union of Bank Employees represent workers in the banking business. This labor will defend the rights of all bank employees. Joining one or more registered unions can help promote members' industrial, social, and intelligence interests. Sharing knowledge can benefit the union, so the trade union may fully utilize the process of learning and working together to address the demands of the workforce. Amalgamation eliminates the other in return for employing only one labor union. For example, an employer's trade union may prepare for any crisis that may occur in their organization. In the case of COVID-19, everyone must work together to ensure increased public awareness and support. The merger of trade unions will result in a standard operating procedure (SOP) for managing a business.
So for the conclusion, the importance of trade unions might be summarized as follows. They serve a crucial role in a democratic society. They offer a variety of services to members, including legal assistance. They recover millions of pounds on behalf of employees who have been victims of unlawful discriminations, workplace accidents, salaries not paid or below the state minimum wage, unjust dismissal, and layoffs. So that's all for conclusions. Thank you.